Hey, I often get asked how I started my writing career, and I got to tell you, it was not a pretty start. It was not even a planned start, but it was a start. I actually started my writing career when I went back to school. So most of you probably know that I was the high school dropout at the age of 17, and didn't really, didn't know what I was going to do. Fell into a love-long career of trucking, and went back. I wanted to move into a supervisory position, and so at the age of 40, I went back to school. I went back to a continuing education, and I started taking courses that I really enjoyed. And what I needed in order to get my degree, if you will, was I needed some college grade English classes. So I took, because I was interested in business at that time, I took a business English, I took a creative writing course, and I'll tell you in a minute how I got that course, how I got an A in that course. I wouldn't suggest it, and then I took an entrepreneur course and a bunch of others. So in the creative writing course, it's funny, when I took this course, I had just met my wife, my second wife, and we got married. And we went on a honeymoon, and while I was on this honeymoon, we were in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. While I was on this honeymoon, I went parasailing. And when I went parasailing, I broke my ankle. Yeah, it was not the prettiest landing you've ever seen, but it was a landing. So was the War of Normandy. Anyway, I was already enrolled in school. I'd already started taking classes. I was doing work on the road. And in this creative writing class, we had to write a short story. Well, I wrote a short story about how I call it The Honeymoon from Hell, is what I titled it. And actually, that's what we've called that whole honeymoon, was a honeymoon from hell. It was right when 9/11 happened. It was nothing but a comedy of errors and problems and challenges. And me being off work for 4 months after that with a broken ankle didn't help either. So anyway, my job was physical. I was on the truck still. So anyway, I wrote this story and got an A. And I will not. You'll have to read the story. I'll see if I can find it to post it. One of my short stories. But anyway, I got an A in this one, and then I was asked to write a poem. And I didn't know anything about poetry. I didn't write poetry, but my grandfather's A.J. Seymour, and he's a famous poet from Guyana, and I gained a lot of inspiration from him. And I wrote this poem, and I actually got it published. Part of the assignment was to send it to a publisher to see if it would get published. Again, I need to find that. I'm not sure where all my old work is, but I need to find that as well. And that's how it started.